Okay, now let's look at all the different operations possible on a linked list. So we start with the create function. This create function is called from the main function. Okay, remember the value of q we have set as null. We declare some variables here, temporary variables. Remember the values of these variables are lost when we exit this program. The moment we exit the program here, the values of these variables that are declared here are lost. Okay. Now, so in the next two lines, we ask the user to enter data. Okay. So he enters the data in this variable here num. So let's say he enters the data here as 10. Okay. In the next line of code, we check whether we have a linked list with us or we do not have a linked list with us. If we do not have a linked list with us, like I told you, the value of q will be null. Otherwise, it will be something else. If we have a linked list, the value of q will be not null and it will be something else. Now, you know that q is a global variable and q is set to null in the main function, like I told you before. Okay. So when we check this statement here, it will be true. Q is null. Therefore, we execute the statements within the if statement. So we start with this first one. The temp equal to struct node. Okay. So we are doing it typecasting. Then use this memory allocate function to allocate memory of the size struct node. So one node will be created with some memory. And can anyone tell me what is the pointer that will point to this node? Whatever memory is allocated with this function here will be pointed by the variable temp. So because we are saying temp equal to that. So here we will have temp. Got it? Now we have created one empty node. We want to store data in it, and also we want to store something in the link part. So let's see how to do that. So now the programming for storing data in that is already the variable num here contains the value 10. Okay. So what we do to access this part, to access the data part of the node, the programming is temp arrow data. Temp arrow data. So that means we are going to store the value here. We are going to store the value here. So when you say temp arrow data, we are storing the value here. Okay, in this part of the node. So when we say temp arrow data equal to num, so that means num is containing the value 10. That value 10 will be stored in temp arrow data. That means here we will get 10. Got it? Okay. Now we want to store, since this is our first node and also the last node in our single linked list. Remember that the last node in a single linked list, the link part contains what value? It contains null. Okay, it contains null. So we want the null value to be stored here. We want the null value to be stored here. Okay, so how do we do that? Through programming. So we refer to this part of the node is referred in programming as temp, the pointer for that node, temp arrow link. Temp arrow link. This is the link part. So temp arrow link. So what value we want there? We want the value there to be null. So we say temp arrow link equal to null. So we will get here null. Temp arrow link equal to null. Got it? Now remember that I told you temp is a temporary variable. The moment we exit the function, this temporary variable value will be lost. Okay. So now who is pointing to this node with the memory address 100? temp is pointing to the node with the memory address 500. But when we exit this function, that value of that variable will be lost. So we want to save that value somewhere. So let's save it in the global variable that we have defined. The global variable that we have defined is q. Okay. So let's store the value of temp in q. So temp's value is 500 that we are giving to q. So q becomes equal to 500. So when q becomes equal to 500, in the diagram what will happen? Q will point to the node with the address 500. So q also will point to the node with the address 500. So before you exit the function, there are two pointers that are pointing to the node with the memory address 500. Q and temp. Okay. When we exit this function here, the value of this temporary variable will be deleted. So temp will get deleted and only q will remain pointing to that node. Okay. Hope you got that. Let's look at the next function. So we have already created our first node. Having the value 10. In the link part we are having null. Memory address is 500 and it is pointed by q. Why there is no temp? Because we exited the function and whatever was stored in temp is lost. Okay. So now let's look how to add a new node at the end of a linked list. So we are already having a linked list and we are going to add a new node at the end of a existing linked list. So that is done using the append function. So we call the append function from the main function. Again we declare some temporary pointers of the type struct node. So the temporary pointers are temp and r. We declare one variable to store the data, that is num. Then we ask the user to enter the data from the keyboard. So that will be done here. So assume that the user enters the value 20 and 20 is stored now in the variable num. Now q will always be pointing to the first node. Remember that q will never be shifted forward. So whenever we want to do operation on a linked list, we will be making use of some temporary pointers. We will not be using q. Okay. We will be giving the value of q to some other pointer and then we will be using that temporary pointer to do manipulations on the linked list. Okay. Again I will repeat. We will be using temporary pointers to do manipulations on linked list. We will not be using q. Q will always point to the first node. So because of that, we will be now in this line here. Now what we do? We assign the value of q. Value of q is 500. We assign the value of 500 to temp. So temp becomes equal to 500. So that means since temp gets the value 500, temp will start pointing to the node with the address 500. So what this line here does? Okay. What it does? Wherever q is pointing to whichever memory address, there that memory address is assigned to temp and therefore temp also starts pointing to that memory address. Okay. Now since we are going to add a new node at the end of a linked list, we want to shift temp to the last node in our linked list. We want to check whether temp is present at the last node in our linked list. Now we know that the last node in our linked list, in a single linked list, is having in the linked part value as null. Okay, so we check here if we are present at the, this is used to check whether temp is at the last node. This code here will check whether temp is present at the last node. Okay, so we check temp arrow link, temp arrow link. So temp arrow link, what is the value? Null. Is it not equal to null? No, it is not true. So we are already present at the last node. So we do not execute this statement. We do not execute that statement. Therefore, I crossed it out. So we come here. So what we do next? Since we are going to add a new node at the end of a single linked list, we allocate memory for that node using malloc. So we create a new node with some memory address, say 600, and that is pointed by R. Okay, why it is pointed by R? Because we have defined a variable here as R. So whatever memory is allocated here will be pointed by R. The next step is to store some data here. We want to store some data here in the data part of R. So the program for it is, I want to access this part in the nodes R arrow data, R arrow data, and the value is stored in our num variable. So suppose that value was 20. So we assign here 20, and that will be stored in R arrow data. So we will get here 20. Now this node here, this one new node is going to be our last node. So what should be present here in the link part? What should be present in a single linked list last node? If you said null, you're correct. So what we do in the next step? In the next step, we say R arrow link, R arrow link. Okay, link means this part. R arrow link is equal to null. So we get here null. R arrow link equal to null. Okay. Now, if you look at this diagram, we are having two nodes. This is the first node, and this is the second node. First node, second node, but they are not linked together. They are just two different nodes. One node is stored at 500 memory address, other node is stored at 600 memory address. We need to link them. Now, if we want to link them, then here in the first node we should store the address of the second node. If you want to link them, I'll repeat again. If you want to link the two nodes, in the address part of the first node, I should be storing the address of the second node. So what I do is, I want to store here 600, the value 600, because 600 is the address of the second node. Okay. So to access this part of the node, I have two pointers, Q or temp. Now, like I told you, we don't use the global pointer, but we use the temporary pointer. So we use the temporary pointer. So we say temp arrow link to access this part. Temp arrow link should get the address 600. That is the address of the second node. And this 600 is stored in which node? It is stored in the pointer. It is stored in which pointer? Sorry, it is stored in the pointer R. So 600 value is stored in the pointer R. So we write the programming for that as temp arrow link, that is this part, should get the value of R. The value of R is 600. The temp arrow link will get the value 600. So here I will get 600. Because I get 600 here, this node points to the node with the address 600. This node points to the node with the address 600. Okay, I hope you understood how to add a new node at the end of a single linked list.